Hey Scorpios, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your February through March, your Imbolc season general reading here. So let's speak briefly about your meditation. I saw the image of a phoenix and I saw it within a very dark room, and I saw it rise, 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 flying in the air, in all of its burning glory. I saw newspapers. It's surrounded by newspapers, and the newspapers burning and flying up into the atmosphere. And then I saw the phoenix fly, fly, fly up, up, up out of the darkness and transform into a golden eagle. And then I saw the words golden eye, golden eye. So a lot of rich symbolism there. It's very Scorpio-esque. The phoenix animal medicine being around, death, transmutation, metamorphosis, things ending so that new life can begin. But also speaks of, rising above chaos around you and transmuting it into something truly magnificent, being a source of light and heat and comfort for others in dark times. And then we have the golden eagle, which is you, that represents Scorpio. That is your totem animal. And the fact that I was really drawn to the eye as well, golden eye. I feel like there's something very specific about, like, that's also golden era as well. There's something very much focus being drawn to how you perceive things, but also your ability to pick them. Like, I see like a poker table, and it's like everybody wants you sitting there because I don't know much about poker, but you know when to call, I guess, when to you know what to do. You know what cards are lucky, you know when to get it from the table, you know which table to sit down at. There's just something about this. It just feels like, hey, that's Goldeneye there. They're gonna know which one to go to. They're gonna be able to choose them. There's something about this. It feels a lot like you're having some wish fulfillment around this as well. It's about you choosing correctly, just being so spot on in your choices. It's really, really interesting. So your animal for this season, I mean, hello, dolphin, beautiful water energy, which is very auspicious. Whenever you get animal energy that is of your like element, it's always a good sign. So this is an interesting energy because it's a hybrid. It's Ace of Cups energy within the tarot, which is about, overflowing love, self-love, relationship love. It's about psychic, intuitive downloads and richness. It's about new beginnings, new starts, fresh new life. And then you also have an aspect of the Six of Cups with this, which is about nostalgia, childhood, remembering things in a better or worse light than which they occurred. But also it's about being so tapped into the present moment that all there is joy. It's so beautiful. It's about not projecting yourself into the past or the future. It's about really truly finding the gold and the love exactly from where you are. I love this for you, Scorpio. This just feels incredibly rich. Um, Now, interestingly enough, you are coming through as the Five of Swords. So, five being the number of change. I've seen that a lot in this round of readings, the number five come up. Traditionally, this speaks of, people and or yourself going outside of their integrity to meet their own ends, right? To get their own needs met. They're willing to really act outside of what's decent or considered the right thing to do in order to get what they want. In this context, I feel like there's an aspect this is you, and I feel like these people behind that, you've won their swords off them, you've won the battles. I feel like there's, the message within this with the rest of your spread here in your meditation is saying, like, I feel like there's an aspect of you that is having victory of the mind, because this rules the realm of the mind, where you're able to look to the past and look to some, things that didn't go your way and reframe them within the light of victory. Actually showing gratitude, experiencing like genuine, authentic gratitude for the things that did not go your way because you are so happy with where you've ended up. It's like, I could not have ended up where I am had this not gone that way. I was so upset when this happened. I really struggled with that rejection. I really couldn't understand, why and how this happened. But it's like when you reframe that through the lens of where you are and just the joy of being where you are, you're able to look back at those aspects of you that were crying and disappointed and couldn't see you know, the wisdom in it or the gold within the opportunity within the loss or the disappointment. It's like you've reframed that. It's empowering you in a way where it's freeing you up like the phoenix. It's like you're able to smile at those endings and reclaim them in the light of victory. It just feels incredibly powerful. It really, really does. Now, in your place of challenge, you have 9 of Cups. Now, this is really, really fascinating because this is the wish fulfillment key. So the fact that this is in your place of challenge says to me, there's an aspect here of I feel like you're clear on what you want, but I feel like there's a sort of a disconnect between what you want and what you're striving for, and your ability to believe that it's not too good to be true or that you're worthy to fully receive it. There's something, it could be an aspect of waiting for the other shoe to drop, or sort of kind of being affected by the past of when things looked like they were going a certain way before and you got excited about it and then it didn't. But there's something about this where in your place of challenge where it's like this is not too good to be true. You do have that golden eye along with these golden cups here. You can trust your instincts and your choices right now because they're so spot on. And you do have a golden eye. You do have an ability to discern things that other people can't and see what's hidden, right? You can see the opportunity within a challenge if you choose to. And I feel like that's what you're really being called to do right now, which leads me to your advice, which is 6 of Pentacles. So this is reciprocity. This is give and take. This is being the benefactor that you are, like in your heart of hearts. This is helping other people. This is extending a hand. This is, repaying favors, paying it forward. That's what 6 of Pentacles is. But I also feel like this is about, allowing yourself to help others and to be helped by others. This is about allowing for that teamwork and that co-partnership that's going to help move you into a direction that just feels even better than, where you already are. The fact that this is coming up as your advice as well, I really feel a strong sense about people offering you help. This could be financial help. This could be advice. This could be, giving you an opportunity around something. And I'm really, really hearing it's funny. I don't want to say don't bite the hand that feeds you, but you can trust it. You can trust this coming through for you because it's something that, either karmically or otherwise, you've absolutely, earned. And so I feel like you sometimes you can trust the good that comes and see it for what it is. And I feel like that's really coming through for you here. I really, really do. Trust the good that's coming to you. That's your advice, okay? Sometimes, the good that you do for other people does come back around. and it comes for you. And sometimes it can be a lot easier to give than it can be to receive. I'm seeing that for you. You're really being called to receive because that's an important part of being able to give again and receive more, right? What's your place within that cycle? What's your relationship to giving versus receiving? In your place of victory, you have 10 of Wands. Now, this is fascinating because this is about, one cycle coming to its conclusion so that a new one can begin. You have these 2 in a row here. You have the 10 of Wands, which can mean an actual move, actually. But this is a transition. This is the end of a cycle, feeling a heavy, carrying a heavy load, having a heavy burden, and being willing to put those things down and close out that given cycle so that you can what? Recycle back to the Ace of Wands at the beginning of the suit and reclaim that passion, that energy, that drive, that spark of inspiration. That's what Ace of Wands is, and that's what Imbolc season is too. It's about those creative sparks that we can fan into a flame that's going to propel us into the rest of the year, right? It's beautiful, actually. So I really love this for you, that your victory here is being willing to move through the end of a cycle of hardship, and your outcome is about what's waiting for you as a result of doing that. A whole new lease on life, a huge breath of fresh air, and having that passion, that virility to move on and manifest greatness, especially as it relates to what you love to do and your purpose. That's what Wands are all about. The actions that we do or don't take around the work that we love to do and our purpose and the relationships about which we're passionate. So the fact that this is leading right to that, you're exactly where you're meant to be. It's just, there's a line just going boop. And it feels really timely, Scorpio, is what I'm going to say. It feels incredibly timely. Now, your oracle here, devotional, number 19. There's something so intimate when letters reflect the tongue. In times of introspection, when I am at my most vulnerable and revealing all that lives in me. There's something so intimate when letters reflect the tongue. In times of introspection, when I am at my most vulnerable and revealing all that lives within me. This is about self-awareness. It is about reflection, but see these roses growing on this mirror here? right under the moonlight. It's very Scorpio energy here. We've got a little familiar here, whatever that is. It's some sort of strange squirrel. This is about, it's very much keying into the Five of Swords here, which is about being able to, look at the past, really have an appreciation for what's been, and reclaim those defeats, reclaim the hurts, reclaim the disappointments, reclaim the pain, and move it into a place of just absolute gratitude, absolute satisfaction, absolute victory, right? When we are able to look at what has been, and this is a bit of a cliche, forgive me, with the roses, and choose to see the rose over the thorn, that is a kind of shift in perspective that is going to empower and fuel you and pretty much make you unstoppable as you work towards what you're working on manifesting, and really being in a place to receive all the good that's coming your way. That's what it is. It really feels like there's a deep, 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 deep healing going on, Scorpio. And it feels like it has everything to do with your emotional core, what's lived inside of you, but also the way that you see things, the way that you see what's possible, the way in which you view the world, right? The energy is heavy at the moment. It's chaotic. There's a lot going on in the world. There will continue to be, there always will be, but there's a lot going on. And I feel like there's a message in this for you, Scorpio, that says, you have a choice in terms of the lens that you choose to view what's going on through, right? It's not about putting on rose colored glasses, but it's just about taking the opportunity to extend gratitude, the aspects of your experience for which you're grateful, especially when things are chaotic, especially when things are heavy. Honing your focus into the present moment, into you, and going, you know what? I I am choosing to draw focus towards and be grateful for what lives inside of me, for all the good that I'm due to receive, for all the good that I'm meant to give to other people, and why I'm here. My individual purpose as it exists outside of all of the chaos, outside of all the factors that I really can't control, that aren't mine to control. Your perspective is your gold, your golden eye, right? Is your perspective and your ability, your innate Scorpio, Phoenix, golden eagle magic to transmute pain into magic. That's what it is. That's what you're able to do, because you are able to feel things and face the collective shadow in a way that no other sign can. And that's just what it is. That's what you're here to do. If you're Scorpio sun sign watching this, that is what you're here to do. That is related to your purpose in some way, and your growth as a soul is to face down the darkest, darkest, darkest aspects of humanity and transmute it into something that is healing. I mean, no big deal. But that's what it is, Scorpio. And the fact that this is coming up for you this way, devotional, the writing as well, that introspection, that being able to, create from death and darkness, and spawn something new from it. I feel like you're on the precipice of your greatest work yet, your greatest project yet, your greatest chapter yet, because there's an aspect of you choosing to respond differently to the pain and the chaos around and within you, and reframing it into something that is healing, beneficial, and just overall is able to inspire others to do the same. And that feels like rather the point. Really, 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 really beautiful, Scorpio. Truly, truly beautiful. And again, I want to draw attention to this writing aspect of it, whether it's automatic writing or journaling, or writing a letter to your past self. I'm seeing someone writing a letter to your past self, or people who've hurt you in the past. There's a certain, I just got shivers, especially doing that around a full moon cycle as well. We have the full moon in Leo coming up in February. That could be incredibly empowering for some of you, where you're transmuting that pain as you write. Something in that, Scorpio. And it also be those of you who are writers, whether you're writing for your job, or you're an author, or you have a blog, a Substack, or a platform, whatever that is. There's something about writing that's going to be able to unlock aspects of this magic as well. There's something about getting you out of your head, into your unconscious, into your heart, into your dolphin essence, and just letting it flow, just like the Ace of Cups and just like the Six of Cups of the past, right? So it's really stunning, Scorpio. I'm very excited for you. I feel like what's on the other side of this is just like, whew, it's gonna be freaking huge, like wish fulfillment huge. I'm excited for you. So hold on to that light that you're here and you're meant to share with the world. It matters. It's important. It's what you're here to do. So really, really stunning, golden eye. With that being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love, love, love reading your comments. Please give me a like, a subscribe, a share. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, again, just thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you watching this. I truly do. And most of all, and as always, dear Scorpios, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.